Sometimes I simply don't understand the situation of the geopolitical development in Middle East because whatever is happening in Middle East affects whole of the world. Europe gets affected by a crisis in Middle East. North America gets affected by a crisis in Middle East. And in fact, because of the oil supply, gas supply from Middle East, whole of the world gets affected of a situation in Middle East. There is a crisis, there is a war, a big war in Middle East, and of course the situation is getting worse and worse. The Strait of Hormuz has been blocked by the Iranians as they own the Strait of Hormuz. US and Israel have made many claims on it, but none of the nations have made any advances so far. There were three ships hit by the Iranians 2 days ago, and two more ships were hit yesterday. USA has not come to rescue any of the ships, although they have been Donald Trump, the American president, has been promoting an idea that the commercial ships should pass through the Strait of Hormuz, and it's certainly not a big task. But the Iranians have certainly rejected, disallowed any passage through the Strait of Hormuz. Of course, there is a transport going through the Strait of Hormuz, but this is something which has been permitted by the Iranis. Well, Chinese ships have been frequently passing through Strait of Hormuz, and this is what is happening with the permission of the Iranis. And then there are other nations also who are transporting their ships through the Strait of Hormuz. If we talk about the other ones, well, Iran claims they won't let even a single drop of oil pass through the Strait of Hormuz. There is a situation for the Pakistanis as well because Pakistan has been importing the Qatari gas, LNG gas, and Pakistan, of course, depends a lot on Qatari LNG, and the shipment of LNG from Qatar has been delayed, and we don't know when it will get through the Strait of Hormuz and Pakistan will receive it. We do have a crisis of natural gas supply in the kitchens of Pakistan. Well, we have the supply of crude oil for Pakistan, but in fact, the prices have risen a lot, and Pakistan certainly faces a problem regarding the prices of crude oil. Well, in the meantime, USA has allowed its allies to buy Russian oil as well during the crisis. So India has resumed buying Russian oil, and this again is a very interesting situation. Sometimes USA bans any purchase of the Russian oil, and now under a situation they have allowed it. Uh, an Iranian ship was drowned by the Americans when they hit the ship by their submarine. And Iran, of course, has criticized the issue because such an incident has taken place thousands of miles away from the battle area between the two countries. And in fact, the Irani ship was a guest to India, and we don't know exactly what has happened there, whether Indians are involved in such a drowning of Iranian ship.